This is the Roomba 960 by iRobot. Now this is the budget model of Roomba that has all the features that the 980 has, but the carpet boost feature. And I've had this device for over a month now, and I can make an honest review of it. Sorry if I sound sick, as I'm a bit sick right now. The Roomba 960 does its job very well, and every day it goes around my house and it does a great job at cleaning my office, my bedroom, the living room, the kitchen. As you can see, it's in my office right now doing its job. Now you should be aware of cords, because sometimes it can get stuck on cords, and that is annoying. Now it does have a useful app which has a lot of features, such as the clean button, your battery percentage, and preferences, history, schedule, and more. So let's get into those. The little menu has your robots and Add a Robot, Smart Home, Privacy, iRobot Store, About This App, and iRobot Beta. You also have a Preferences, which is basically cleaning settings. History, which shows you all of your history, meaning all of a robot's time, square feet, and all of it. And it's pretty cool to look at how long your robot has been your slave. There's also schedule, which you can toggle the schedule for, which is actually very useful, as if you don't want to be clicking clean on the app or the robot itself, you can just set a schedule. And on top of that, the robot beeps whenever you do an action like schedule, so I really think that that's a cool addition. You also have maps, so if you go into here you can see the map, which is a very nice little addition. Here is one of the maps that it saved. It also shows you square feet, dirt detect, and the time. Some people say that it has issues in darker rooms, but I don't really think that's the case. It comes with a little dock that it charges with, and it's been used for years on Roomba, and it's honestly really great. It charges by these two little contacts, and they seem to charge very well. And it just has a little place for the little ball thing to run into, and if you move the robot, or if the robot somehow moves, it will attempt to get back into the dock. And you can also tell it to go to the dock, which is a very good feature if you don't want to be picking the robot up. Although picking robot up is easy with a built-in carrying handle, and the button to go back to the dock, your cleaning button, and your spot clean button. It also has a camera which does not take photos, it just helps it map. And I put a little GoPro mount on mine. Emptying the device is pretty easy, but it does take a while to learn how to. And the bin is not the biggest, but it works very well, especially once you have a schedule. And sometimes it's just going to get little spots that can be annoying, little pieces, and I just attempted to use my camera to take that off, but I ended up having to use my hands. It also has easy access to a filter, which needs to be changed every once in a while, but you also would have to dust out the filter a bit if you don't want to waste a lot of money on filters. I had that issue and I had to replace my filter early. Now, the basic maintenance of a robot is pretty easy, and it'll take about as long or shorter than your normal vacuum. Now, I like to give it a nice clean, and sometimes I deep clean it, which means I take off the little scrubber, the little side brush, and it gets little fur collections, especially if you have pets. Most of the time I see black fur from my kitten, but it's pretty annoying sometimes to get it. And also, it does not have a best suction as it cannot get these screws in my hardwood floor. That's not the most annoying thing, but it's an issue. Now, on carpet, it does amazing, leaving carpet streaks, which look pretty good. And the Roomba 980 would honestly be a better choice if you have carpets because of a carpet boost feature, but the 980 is pretty expensive. As you can see, the Roomba cleans the carpet very well, and that's not dirt or stains. My camera is just picking up random gray spots. And also, it's a great cat toy as my cat loves to play with the little side brushes. But my cat won't ride it for some reason. Now, it'll pick up everything, and I put some goldfish down because they've been laying on my pool table for days, and I don't really want my pool table to get infested with bugs or anything looking for goldfish, so I just put them for Roomba to get, and Roomba did successfully pick it up, and there are the carpet streak lines. Now, it also gets really good with all the smaller pieces. Compared to a bigger vacuum like my Dyson Ball Animal 2, it just makes a lot more sense to have a Roomba around because you don't have to be chugging it out, dealing with the cords, and it's just really easier to have a Roomba. But that does not mean that the Roomba 960 can be your only vacuum, as the i7 Plus is getting to be your only vacuum, but still you'll probably need a little upright. Now that does not mean that you need to buy a Dyson like I did. I just have a lot of Dyson products. But overall, maintaining an upright is hard. But you can buy a cordless upright, or whatever they're calling it, handheld, but that would be very hard to get in the right price range, and they usually do not have great batteries, lasting around 5 minutes to an hour, as my Dyson V10 Absolute does. And it's also very hard to put the vacuum somewhere, as you can see. If you have stairs, it will not fly off them due to sensors, and that is a very helpful feature. Thank you for watching my longest review yet, and goodbye. Happy Christmas.